Hey everybody, Tammy C. Walker here, the owner of Dreams Are a Reality. I created this channel to provide light and love. How you all doing out there on this hot and summer day? I'm doing very well. Today I want to talk about when an ex comes back. I know you all can relate to that. I sure can. Hit subscribe, like, share. Thank you for all your comments. Thank you for anybody that's subscribed to my channel recently. I really appreciate you all. When I created Dreams Are Reality, my thought was to create a channel where I can help others who maybe have struggled with anxiety, depression, who are having a hard time buying a house, who wants to take their life to a new level, getting a new house, as I just said, car, going back to school, but also improving your mind, body, and soul. But of course, it also means finding the love of your life and finding your love, your self-love. So that's why I create this channel. As of this year, I have started talking more and more about relationships. I've been talking about this for years, but it really has taken off. So that's why I'm kind of staying on that a little bit more probably than I normally would. But according to the analytics, this is what people are really watching my channel for. I am a social worker, a licensed social worker and a therapist and a couples counselor. So I'm becoming more and more qualified to talk about this subject. But I want to talk about an ex coming back because I read Quora, I read Reddit, and I watch a lot of YouTube videos. And this is a thing that is tripping up a lot of people. They really get down in the dumps after these breakups, and I can relate. Like I always tell you, I am you, you are me. I'm a sensitive soul, and when I love deep. And I'm not the type that just jump around from guy to guy to guy. So when I really love, and I can get hung up on an ex, and that's not healthy. No matter what happens, even when somebody just stretches and look at you and be like, I don't want to be with you no more. And as painful as that's going to be, and for them to blindside you, that's really messed up. But some way, somehow, you have to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and try again. If it was just that simple. But when people are brokenhearted, they can turn to drugs, they can turn to other people, they can turn to gambling. People want to feel that need, and a lot of times it's not going to be on positivity. They'll go to the dark side. So don't never let anyone take your power away by breaking up with you, and then you putting them up high and like, oh, I'm not going to be able to make it without them. Oh, yes, you can. You came into this world alone, and you're going to leave alone. Yes, if you are brokenhearted, be true to yourself and sit in those feelings and process them and get the support from a therapist. www.psychologytoday.com and put in your zip code and get you some help. And you don't have to go around telling everybody, I'm talking to somebody, I'm brokenhearted. People talk too much, then they become ashamed. Nothing to be ashamed of about improving your health, your mental health. If your mind is strong, you can fix your whole body. But you gotta have your mind right, okay? That's all the fussing I'm gonna do for today. But let's get it in about when an ex comes back. How dare he or she? Here they come, strutting down the street. Okay, so what makes an ex come back? And so let's go ahead and get this disclaimer on out here. We don't want toxic exes. They have abused you, cursed you out, slapped on you, lady or man. Gender is not a thing. Women hit men hit women, and same-sex partners hit each other. We don't want abusive people. So when you desire someone that's toxic back, www.psychologytoday.com, because you shouldn't even want that in your life. And if you have gotten away, freed yourself from that type of relationship, it doesn't have to be any physical abuse. I'm talking about cursing you out, belittling you, putting you down. No. That has nothing to do with dreams are a reality. That's a nightmare is a reality. And we're not talking about those type of people. I am talking about someone that broke up with you because they lost their job. They broke up with you because they were in med school and they were stressed out. They broke up with you because they were becoming a firefighter and the pressure of it. They broke up with you because they were in the military. They got deployed. You broke up with them because You became bankrupt. You lost your job. Your adult child had to move in and it bankrupted you, or you had to split your kids between you and your ex, and it became overwhelming. God forbid somebody passed away. God forbid you became very ill and you said, hey, I can't do this relationship right now. People break up for many things. People get really depressed and they go through an episode, and you cannot maintain a relationship when you have a nervous breakdown. So, all of this negativity on YouTube, all of this stuff on the internet talking about, oh, they broke up, leave them alone forever. That's immature. That's immature. Like Tony Gaskins said, he said if he rubbed his head, his black paint, whatever spray paint will come off. He said his wife is very beautiful, but she pays a lot of money for her facials. You're going to put up with something. Like he said, some people belch, some people pass gas. We treat people like they're disposable. And just because somebody breaks up, that doesn't make them a bad person or you got to dog them out. And for me, people know I have broken up, blah, blah, blah. I don't need people putting my ex down. I don't like that behavior. And I don't require that because my ex, or, we still friends within reason. And he's a beautiful soul. So don't do that. I don't need nobody putting him down. I don't like stuff like that. I won't even allow it to happen. And that's maturity. That's mature. Now, some other exes, I'm not going to even talk about them a whole lot no more, but they were not very kind to me at some points. And so I'm not going to speak as highly about them as him. But I don't need people saying stuff. You don't know why people break up. People break up for a lot of reasons. Sometimes it's depression or stress. It's real talk. So we can pretend like these things don't happen, but the same one that judges, it'll happen to you. I checked out when my mother passed away. I did. I was not a good girlfriend. I was visibly not there. So be cool with that. Be cool. I'm talking about a healthier relationship and something happened. You are broke up, drifted apart. All right. What would make an ex come back? You doing good. It's almost the 4th of July and you've been dating a couple of guys. You feeling yourself. You're doing rooftop parties. You're doing day parties. You were just left Puerto Rico. You've been in that gym. You having a great summer. And looky here. Brian is at your door. You're like, what? I done finally got over him. And he done came back? What? And it can happen like that. You'd be like, you're not even thinking about them. You finally got over them. You know how long sometimes it takes to get over somebody? And here they come. You're like, well, what would bring Brian back? Lingering feelings? Listen, Brian is Brian. You might date Michael. You may date Darren. You may date Chris. You may date Jeff. You may date whomever. They are not Brian. Brian may date Sheila, but Sheila is not you. Sharon is not you. Kelly is not you. So you're irreplaceable, don't you know? No matter who you are, nobody else will ever be you. The DNA belongs to you, and you are special. When God created you, there is not another. So sometimes in a subtle type of way, we have to toot our own horn and know that we are valuable and that we are unique. And what connection you and that guy had, another lady, they're not going to connect with him like that. So he'll come back because of those lingering feelings, nostalgic moments. He remembers your birthday, girl. No matter if you like your ex, don't like your ex, can't stand your ex. I bet you remember their birthday. You can't erase these kind of things. Christmas time, it brings out the best in us. You sitting there, got your little glass of wine, the fireplace is going, you got some hot chocolate, and you start thinking, I remember when me and Brian sat there and watched that Christmas movie. I remember when we went downtown to see the Christmas lights, and you start reminiscing. Memories are beautiful. Why would that ex come back? He found out you got a big diamond on your left hand, the ring finger, because you getting married. And he like, the one that got away. How many times people gonna say that? Yeah, it's true. I got one that got away. I wouldn't even want to have to say that Why do people do these things? What if you all had unresolved issues? Sometimes people break up and it never gets talked about. It's like, don't talk to me. You don't talk to me. Da, 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 I'm leaving. I'm going. And next thing you know, both people are in the corner and nobody tries to mend it. You go on about your life. You're in school working on your master's degree. He's working 12-hour days. I'm not calling him. I'm not calling him. 1 year becomes two. Unresolved issues. So Brian came back because he wants to talk. He know how he left wasn't right. How you left wasn't right. But somebody's got to be the bigger person. What about being lonely? Summertime, sometimes you want a little boo thing, and you know wintertime in Chicago, you want to cuddle up with somebody. So those are the moments when people come back. You know, when it's cold, when it's hot, seasons. Want, S-E, you know the rest. Need a itch scratched. They'll come back, and everybody don't sleep around. Some people go back to what they know and it's safe. They're not trying to get nothing they can't get rid of. Again, it could have been an impulsive breakup. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Give my key back. I'm out. And then next thing you know, it's a year. Emotions are high. You say things you don't mean. Don't call me no more. And you know the 2024 thing, block, 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 block. For that, I don't block. I only block if I have told you once, I told you twice, don't call me no more. You keep doing it, block. Social media, if you like kind of weird or stalkerish, it's not going to be an ex most of the time. Exes don't bother me like that, but they get blocked though if they cross a boundary. But I don't block. I don't do that to punish people. People use that thing. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, they in love. They loved you. You love them. They love you. That's why they come back. They miss you. Again, you the one and only. Tenderoni. You gotta pump yourself up. Sometimes go and dust your shoulders off. You gotta pop your collar a little bit and dust your shoulders off. I was popping my y'all know what I mean. They did the self work. They wasn't communicating. They were not hearing you. You said, I need more. I need more of you. Shouldn't ask. You get on my nerve. They went and talked to somebody. They're like, sir, is she a good woman? Well, yeah, actually she is. Is she clean? Is her house clean? She very clean. Can she cook? She can cook. Is she beautiful? Never seen a more beautiful pair of eyes in my life. Never got the best legs, and we made the best love. And they start thinking like, the heck am I thinking? I'm gonna go get my girl back. They had space. Some people need space. They stressed out. They're working 12 hours. They might get laid off. The kids acting up. The loved one is sick. They got stress on them. Give me 5 feet, 50 feet. Give me space. I just need to collect my thoughts. They depressed. They come back. Have you noticed sometimes you living your best life? You've been dating a little bit. Nothing real serious, but you dating, you feeling yourself, you feeling good, you feeling real good. Here comes Terry from the past. Here comes Maurice. And you got all these exes coming back. It'll be like 2 or 3. You're like, so-and-so just called. Now the other one calling. It's almost like you sending out signals. You are. Because when the vibe is high and your self-esteem is high, it sends out messages. Like they could tell, just like if you're desperate for your ex, they could pick up on that energy. Like, oh man, she's still trying to chase me. I am not interested. Because like they said, when you chase your ex, your value lowers. They probably like, she ain't found nobody yet. And which is unfair to say because picky people or people that have standards or they can kind of hold on and wait on a good match. You don't have to just date anybody because you're single. You should be selective. You're going to bring these people in your home, possibly in your bed, introduce them to your family. You're just going to bring home anybody? No. You take your time and pick a match that matches you. I'd rather take my time. All right. Also, when it rains, it pours, and that's in a good way. So you got these guys after you, or you're talking to a couple of ladies, and you feeling good about yourself. Then next thing you know, here come your exes calling you guys. You all know how they do. Um, yeah, that's what I just said. You have a spark with someone. You're kind of getting to know somebody. Here go the old people from the past. And they said, open eyes, get more light. If you are happy and dating and you feeling good, now you're watching and you're noticing more attractive people. I would agree with that. And so your options can become wider. But um, I know, like when it comes to me, certain guys just don't do it for me. If a guy come up to me, we talk and talk. Yeah, I have a big house in Tinley Park, and I drive a Porsche, and then I make my. As soon as he started talking about his house and the Porsche, I'm pretty much like checked out. Like that just doesn't do it for me. I'm not saying I want a hobo or be living in squalor. I'm not talking about that. But for me, that just doesn't appeal to me, the material stuff. Yes, having stuff together, all that's nice. And it just doesn't lure me in. Hey, you come to me and say, hey, how you doing? I'm so-and-so. And, what brings you here? And just some regular conversation. Then we start talking about the Bulls and the Bears or, where you grew up at and just stuff, what you do for a living. And you're very polite and a gentleman. And, hey, let me get you a drink. And I really enjoy talking to you. That will pull me in. The guy well groomed, facial hair. Ooh, I always look at beards and mustache and goatee, or a clean face, bald, dreads, fade. Don't care. Don't care. Nice little polo, some nice jeans, nice shoes, nice joggers, whatever. As long as they neat. I like neat, clean with a whiff of some cologne and tall. Light skin, dark skin, don't matter. And that's what I like. That's me. What do you like? You got to know what you like. So when you see it, you will know. All righty. So let's talk about having pride. Some people have so much pride, they let a good woman go. Can you believe that? They let that man go. I'm not calling him. They said women should be chasing no man anyway. I am not. I am not. And it's like that pride. And nobody wins. This is a song by CC Peniston. I don't know if you all remember her. What's one of her songs? Baby, ooh, baby. Finally, it has happened to me. She got a beautiful voice. But she got a song that said, you win, I win, we lose. Because it's like they broke up and nobody wants to mend it. So win, win, lose. My old therapist said, is it more important to be right or is it more important to solve a problem in a relationship? But you don't understand what he did to me. You don't understand. She was this, she was that. That's all you read on the internet. All you read is this. But when you point those fingers, three more are pointing at you. And me, I throw myself under the bus. And my one guy says, she'd be like, you hard on yourself because I can control me and I can fix me and I can admit my shit. Once you can admit your stuff, that's when you're on your way to healing. But pride. So let's talk about Nelly and Ashanti. Ashanti and Nelly dated, and if I'm a little off on the timelines, I'm just kind of going by memory, 03 through 2013. And they ended up drifting apart. Nelly was kind of, now I'm just speculating, and if I might sound a little gossipy, sounds like he was kind of downplaying their relationship, like we friends. You know how a guy might not want to claim you. I don't like stuff like that. You don't want to claim Ashanti. Hello, anybody home? Anybody home? Anyway, they broke up. So by 2015, she was like, I just don't like cowards. And when people are insecure, she said something to that effect. When people are insecure, dot, dot, dot. So, hey, there was a dig at him. And if you want to say I'm your friend and we doing all this stuff together for 10 years, I wouldn't have been too happy either. Nevertheless, fast forward 2021. At a Versus, he saw her and he walks across the stage. I think Fat Joe like egged him on and he gave her a hug. So that opened up, broke the ice because she said they hadn't talked in about 6 years or more. Then the next year, they did a song together, their song, whatever their song is. They did it together. And then you start seeing them at that boxing, thing. And you start seeing them more and more. They're matching outfits. Next thing you know, TMZ, talking about they've been married since 2023. I think TMZ be in people's bathrooms or something. They always get the skinny. Even if you pass away, they know where the body is. They are like creepy. They are in bushes. They are everywhere. They said they've been married since 2023. I think it's sweet. I love Nelly. And what I'm saying is, and Ashanti said they wasn't expecting this. It just re-happened. But because somebody's pride was here, both of theirs, and Nelly lowered his, and then Ashanti lowered his, and then Ashanti came a little close, and then Nelly came real close, and then they did that. Now she pregnant. But seriously, I'm being funny. I use humor a lot. But seriously, you gotta lower your pride and go get your girl. Go get your guy. Now, I don't believe in chasing men. However, if it's the love of your life, you all were good friends and you ended on a decent note where you can still talk, find out if he's available. Don't call and be like, I want to get back with you and start stalking him and all that. But get in touch with his cousin and them. Get in touch with a friend and see what he up to. Or call him and say, I've been thinking about you. And then after you say that or say, how you been? I just was checking in. Go about your business. Go to Puerto Rico. Go to the gym. Go see the movie Bad Boys. Go about your business, but don't be prideful and let that guy get away. If you know you all broke up on the okay terms and he's a good guy. You don't let a good guy go to waste. You don't let a good lady go to waste all because of pride. It just don't make no sense. My god brother said he told somebody, "Don't you ever call me again." Lady never called. And he said he was so hurt because he really liked her. Don't do that. Don't do that. I have a good friend. They had a full-fledged divorce. Back married 35 years later, still smiling. Still smiling. So exes do come back. Some we don't want. Some we throw them back in the water. We don't want them. But there are some, it might be a chance for a do-over. And they could tell you, I want to see you again. I done heard all that stuff. I don't want to see you. I hate I met you. Blah, 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 blah. Not with this last ex. He's mature. But when I was younger, a lot of this stuff is when I was younger that I talk about anyway. And they done said it all. And guess who was calling? And sometimes it took a year, but they called back. Sometimes it took a couple of months. They called back. And mostly every guy I dated, for a little while, they came back. I don't want to drop no names, but I could definitely think of, I could say Kevin, Craig, Luther. That's three. I don't want to say the other ones. Definitely six came back. So see what I'm saying, you all? They come back. I know you heartbroken. They said they don't want to see you again. They block you on everything. So what? Go live your best life. But don't sit there and say, I don't want to be here. I don't know what I'm going to do without them. Cry, get it out. Sometimes you got to cry at night. Sometimes you still get choked up, but go live your best life. Nobody's worth your mental health. Nobody's worth you not being on this earth because they're not going to care. I hate to sound so cold. They might cry a little bit or mourn, but I've seen it where people start blaming a person. Like they go kill, die by suicide. And they'll say, yeah, I knew something was wrong with them. They're not going to take responsibility for you hurting yourself over them. So let's not get that bad off. And if you do feel like that, 988, you can text that number or call that number 24 hours, 7 days a week. That's a suicide prevention hotline. If you feel like that about, a breakup, it does happen. It's very sad. Breakups are sad and heartbreak hurts. People don't talk about it. They try to downplay it. It's a hurt that words can't describe. It's like getting off a drug. You have to wean yourself off of that person, and it really, really hurts. It looks like I'm losing my dress. I want to be flashing nobody on this here channel. It won't be dreams or reality. It will be dreams. Dreams are real, huh? Okay, you all. That's all I got about your ex coming back. I just wanted to talk about that because it's always talked about on the internet, but it does happen. And guess what? If they don't come back, you already know God got somebody better. I'm sorry for saying. I hate to say God when I use profanity. It looks bad, but yeah, God has somebody else for you. And either way, in the end, you win. You'll be greater later. I'm getting out of here. Tammy C. Walker signing off. Drop me comments. Don't forget to smash that like button. And thank you for subscribing and just stopping by. All righty, y'all. Take care. Bye.